after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Change it. You at A.
From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Tymee Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, first half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's got his man, complete to Dell. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now Stroud. That one taken in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Second down, Jackson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. To throw is Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Sims now to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Why Tony?
Stroud going to set up to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, In this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the sweep, right?
Throwing on second down, Stroud. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Whoa.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll start with an option play to the right. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Pistol formation with Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Forward. Hey! No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held them just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson up top again. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to even the score late.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
All right. Nike Texans.
They'll run here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, ready?
They'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
Now Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Second down, goal to go. They'll take the snap and go down to a knee. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 17, Texans 10.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Back to throw, Stroud. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Here's first down. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime.
At the kickoff for Houston.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Throwing Jackson. That's taken in. Down the sideline. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So now, after the fireworks, a chance to cash in. They have it first and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a second and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Bateman is the motion man. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's going to tuck it and go. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Let's fucking go! GG's, bro. I ain't gonna lie. GG. Let's fucking go.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everyone.